Welcome back to Smart Garden, where we turn ordinary backyards into extraordinary food forests. I'm thrilled you're here, because today we're diving deep into something that completely transformed my tomato harvest and honestly, saved me hundreds of dollars in the process. If you've ever wondered why your neighbor's tomatoes look like they belong in a magazine while yours struggle to produce more than a handful of fruit, you're about to discover the game-changing secrets that professional growers have been using for generations. Last season, I was frustrated watching my tomato plants produce mediocre yields despite all my efforts. Then I stumbled upon these 5 homemade fertilizer recipes that have been passed down through generations of successful gardeners. The results were so dramatic that my neighbors started asking what miracle product I was using. The truth? Everything I needed was already sitting in my kitchen and compost bin. Today, I'm sharing these powerful formulations that will not only explode your tomato yields, but work wonders on peppers, cucumbers, squash, and virtually every vegetable in your garden. The Banana Peel Powerhouse, nature's potassium booster. Every gardener knows that potassium is crucial for fruit development, but what many don't realize is that banana peels contain up to 42% potassium, along with phosphorus and calcium. This makes them an incredibly potent fertilizer for tomatoes, which are heavy feeders during their fruiting stage. The beauty of banana peel fertilizer lies not just in its nutrient content, but in how slowly these nutrients release into the soil, providing sustained feeding throughout the growing season. Creating banana peel tea is surprisingly simple yet incredibly effective. Collect banana peels throughout the week and chop them into small pieces to accelerate decomposition. Fill a large jar with the chopped peels and cover with water, allowing this mixture to ferment for about a week. The resulting liquid will have a rich dark amber color and a slightly sweet, earthy smell. Strain out the solids and dilute this concentrate with water at a ratio of 1 part tea to 5 parts water. Apply this banana peel tea directly to the soil around your tomato plants every 2 weeks during the flowering and fruiting stages. You'll notice that plants treated with this fertilizer develop stronger stems, more abundant flower clusters, and significantly larger fruit. The potassium boost also improves the plant's natural disease resistance and helps them handle environmental stress better. Don't limit this miracle worker to just tomatoes. Pepper plants absolutely thrive with this treatment, producing more colorful, flavorful fruits with thicker walls. Coffee grounds and eggshells, the perfect pH balancing duo. The combination of coffee grounds and crushed eggshells creates one of the most balanced homemade fertilizers available to gardeners. Coffee grounds provide a slow-release source of nitrogen, which is essential for healthy leaf growth and overall plant vigor. Meanwhile, eggshells contribute calcium, which prevents blossom end rot in tomatoes and strengthens cell walls throughout the plant. Together, they create a fertilizer that addresses multiple nutritional needs while helping maintain optimal soil pH. Fresh coffee grounds are slightly acidic, which makes them perfect for acid-loving plants, but when composted or aged for a few weeks, they become nearly neutral. This aging process is crucial because fresh grounds can actually inhibit plant growth if applied directly. Collect your used coffee grounds and spread them on a tray to dry for several days. Simultaneously, save and thoroughly wash your eggshells, then crush them into small pieces. The finer you can crush the eggshells, the more quickly they'll release their calcium into the soil. Mix equal parts aged coffee grounds and crushed eggshells, then work this mixture into the soil around your tomato plants at planting time and again when the first flowers appear. This fertilizer works particularly well when combined with regular watering, as moisture helps activate the nutrients and makes them available to plant roots. Cucumber plants also respond exceptionally well to this treatment, developing more robust vines and producing cucumbers with better shape and fewer deformities. Fish emulsion, alternative, maximum nutrition, without the premium price. Commercial fish emulsion fertilizers can cost upwards of $20 per bottle, but you can create an equally effective version using kitchen scraps and basic ingredients. Fish scraps, whether from cleaning fresh fish or saving bones and heads from your seafood meals, contain incredible amounts of nitrogen, phosphorus, and trace minerals that plants absolutely crave. This homemade version provides the same nutritional punch as expensive commercial products while reducing food waste and saving money. Creating fish emulsion requires patience but delivers outstanding results. Place fish scraps in a large container with a tight-fitting lid, Add enough water to cover the scraps completely, and include a tablespoon of molasses to accelerate the fermentation process. Store this mixture in a warm location away from living areas, as the fermentation process produces strong odors. After 3 to 4 weeks, strain the liquid and dilute it with water at a ratio of 1 part emulsion to 10 parts water. This powerful fertilizer should be applied every 3 weeks throughout the growing season, watering it directly into the soil around your plants rather than on the leaves. The high nitrogen content promotes vigorous growth and deep green foliage, while the phosphorus supports strong root development and abundant flowering. Tomato plants treated with fish emulsion develop thicker stems and produce larger, more flavorful fruits. This fertilizer also works wonderfully on leafy greens like lettuce and spinach, promoting rapid growth and intense color. Molasses might seem like an unusual garden ingredient, but it's actually one of the most effective ways to supercharge your soil's microbial activity. The natural sugars in molasses feed beneficial bacteria and fungi in the soil, creating a thriving ecosystem that breaks down organic matter and makes nutrients more available to plant roots. This approach to fertilizing focuses on building soil health rather than just feeding plants directly, resulting in stronger, more resilient plants with better natural disease resistance. Unsulfured molasses works best for this application, as sulfured versions can actually harm beneficial soil microorganisms. Mix 1 tablespoon of molasses into 1 gallon of water, stirring thoroughly until completely dissolved. This sweet solution can be applied directly to the soil around your plants or used in combination with other organic fertilizers to enhance their effectiveness. The molasses acts as a catalyst, helping other nutrients become more readily available to plant roots. Apply molasses solution every 2 weeks throughout the growing season, focusing on the root zone rather than the plant leaves. Within a few applications, you'll notice that your soil becomes richer and more crumbly, with better water retention and drainage. Tomato plants grown in molasses-treated soil develop more extensive root systems and show increased resistance to common problems like fusarium wilt and bacterial spot. This treatment is particularly beneficial for all nightshade crops, including peppers, eggplants, and potatoes, as it supports the soil conditions these plants prefer. Compost tea represents the pinnacle of organic fertilization, combining the benefits of well-aged compost with the power of beneficial microorganisms. This living fertilizer provides not only essential nutrients, but also introduces beneficial bacteria and fungi directly to plant roots. The brewing process extracts soluble nutrients from compost while multiplying the beneficial microorganisms, creating a concentrated liquid fertilizer that's immediately available to plants. Creating exceptional compost tea requires high-quality compost as your foundation. Fill a mesh bag or old pillowcase with well-aged compost and suspend it in a 5-gallon bucket filled with water. Add a tablespoon of molasses to feed the microorganisms, and provide an air source using an aquarium pump with an air stone. This oxygenation is crucial because it promotes the growth of beneficial aerobic bacteria while preventing the development of harmful anaerobic organisms. Allow this mixture to brew for 24 to 48 hours, stirring occasionally. The finished compost tea should have a rich, earthy smell and a slightly foamy appearance from microbial activity. Strain out any remaining solids and apply this liquid gold immediately while the microorganisms are still active. Water compost tea directly onto the soil around your plants, allowing it to soak into the root zone. This fertilizer provides both immediate nutrition and long-term soil improvement, creating an environment where plants can thrive naturally. Tomato plants treated with weekly applications of compost tea develop incredibly robust root systems and demonstrate remarkable resilience against diseases and pests. The living microorganisms in the tea form beneficial relationships with plant roots, helping them access nutrients more efficiently and providing natural protection against soil-borne pathogens. This same treatment produces exceptional results on cucumbers, squash, and melons, promoting vigorous growth and abundant fruit production. These 5 homemade fertilizers represent more than just cost-effective alternatives to commercial products. They're your gateway to understanding how plants truly thrive. By using these natural fertilizers, you're not only feeding your plants but building healthier soil, supporting beneficial microorganisms, and creating a sustainable garden ecosystem that improves year after year. The key to success lies in consistent application and careful observation of your plant's responses. Start with 1 or 2 of these fertilizers, and gradually incorporate others as you become comfortable with the processes. Keep detailed records of your applications and results, noting which fertilizers work best for different crops in your specific growing conditions. Remember to always test these fertilizers on a small area first, especially if you're new to organic gardening. While these natural fertilizers are generally safe, every garden is unique, and what works perfectly in one location might need adjustment in another. Pay attention to your plant's signals, and don't be afraid to modify concentrations or application schedules based on what you observe. Your journey to explosive tomato yield starts with these simple, yet powerful homemade fertilizers. If this guide has inspired you to transform your garden naturally and economically, please subscribe to Smart Garden for more game-changing tips and techniques. Share this video with fellow gardeners who are ready to discover what their plants are truly capable of producing. Together, we're building a community of gardeners who understand that the best solutions often come from working with nature rather than against it. Until next time, keep growing smart,